Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the fire signs and their twin flame connection. Fire signs, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Fire signs, I hope that you're doing well. This is a twin flame reading for twins in separation. If you're unsure of what a twin flame dynamic is, a twin flame connection, I've included a link to Gabi Kovalenko's video on the subject. It's a full-length video. She just does such a beautiful job explaining the intricacies of the twin flame energies, how it all works. But in a nutshell, it's two people who share the same energetic soul. They have a mission in this lifetime to raise the vibration of humanity. There's usually a runner and a chaser dynamic, and usually that dynamic switches. The polarities shift in the connection. And there's often a separation period between the twins because when twins meet each other, it's such an intense bond, an intense relationship that twins can get lost in one another, and spirit separates twins so that they can learn how to fully love themselves. I am a twin in separation, and I do these readings to help other twin flames kind of navigate the journey. So I'm going to be using 2 decks for your reading today. The base spread with the Human Spirit Oracle and the Tarot Mystic Mondays. Not pulling an overall energy for the readings for this go around, just the base spread. 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards of tarot for clarifier. The first 2 cards that I'm going to show you are your energy. The second 2, your twins. The third set is going to be the connection, and the 4th, advice from spirit. Please feel free to flip the energies or flip the piles between you and your twin, as twins often mirror one another in their energy. So you could be feeling what they feel, they could be feeling what you feel. Now the tarot, this is for the fire signs and their twin flame connection. Okay. So, twins. Interesting. Number 38, which reduces to an 11, which is the Justice card. Libra energy in the major arcana. You may have prominent Libra placements in your chart, or your twin could be a Libra. And the words are forever young. I want to be forever young. That song. I don't like that song. You know why I don't like that song? Because it reminds me of the graduation march for some reason. Like the do 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 do. I hate the graduation march. Maybe because when I was in school, I was in the choir, and the choir always performed at graduation every year. So I had to hear the graduation march a lot more than most people did. There's something to that though, because now it's making me think of the scene from Twilight, the movie Twilight, where Bella is in Edward's house for the first time. I'm assuming everyone knows what Twilight is. It's about these teenage vampires and the girl that falls in love with him, one of them. Anyway, they live forever. These vampires live forever, and so they have to blend in with society. And because they're teenagers, then they have to go to high school a gazillion times. And so they have all of these graduation caps on their wall as kind of like an inside joke. And she goes, graduation caps? And he goes, what does he say? Yeah, we matriculate a lot. Anyway, you know what's funny? Spirit is bringing Twilight up for a reason, because a friend of mine who is also a twin flame, she's obsessed with Twilight. I'm obsessed with Twilight. And she goes, you know why, right? And I said, no, why? And she goes, Edward and Bella are twin flames. And it just, because Twilight came out long, long before I ever met my twin flame or even knew what a twin flame was. And when she said that, it really struck me to the core. If you think about, I mean, Twilight's so silly, and yet at the same time, Edward and Bella are twin flames. There's a separation period between them. It's called New Moon. They're obsessed with one another. They can't get enough of one another. And there's a separation process. Now, I don't necessarily know that Bella really found herself. She did by the end. But it's that obsessive, passionate, undying love quality that happens to the twins. And also the complications of that process too. So Spirit is bringing that up. They want me to tell you, Edward and Bella are twin flames. Go figure. Forever Young card. So you could just be feeling like, I was going to go in one direction and Spirit said, nope, we're going to go in this direction. Because they're making me think of the Justice card. Karmic balance. That's what the Justice card is all about. It can be about court cases and legal documents, etc., etc. It's not about that for you. Karmic balance. And the Forever Young might be this sense that, and I'm not saying you are, but it's like Spirit is saying you feel like, almost like you were stuck at a certain level of development when it comes to your relationships, your dynamics in love relationships, right? That we could be stuck in a moment of trauma. Forever Young. You know why? Also because there are these skulls here. Her face is very disconcerting. I've always thought so. Like her eyes are way too big for her face. What's going on with these skulls? It's just all like her hair is disheveled. It's like, I don't know, the Crypt Keeper. But it's this sense that there's a part of you that either feels like you're stuck at a certain point of emotional development, right? And that's not to say you should be like to blame for that or anything. It's just kind of a, you know, like I was a very, very late bloomer, like with everything. I'm just a completely, this is Sharrowit crystal. Sharrowit is very good for work with the twin flame dynamic, by the way. It accesses the violet flame, Saint Germain. But I was a very late bloomer, right? In terms of my confidence, in terms of, you know, how I saw myself, how, you know, how other people were paying attention to me and I didn't know what to do with it. And so I understand that. Spirit's giving me, you know, the Rolodex in my brain to be able to communicate to you the feeling of the card. And the feeling of the card feels like, you know, are we never going to graduate from this chapter of experience? It just feels like it keeps going. Three of Cups to clarify it. There could be some complications. There could be a third person involved. Now, I don't know if you're with somebody, you're twins with somebody, you know, it could be a soulmate, could be a karmic. It's not always a karmic. Sometimes we find soulmates. They're not our twin flames, but they're our soulmates. And you can choose to be with a soulmate. You don't have to take the twin flame journey. but you cannot cut cords with your twin. I know some people say you can cut cords. You cannot cut cords. You cannot. If you can cut cords with the person you think is your twin, they're not your twin. They could be a soulmate, or karmic, or false twin. They're not your twin. So there could be some, you know, it doesn't always have to be third party situation, but I kind of felt it here. And third party can also mean like a parent or a friend, just, you know, talking in somebody's ear, talking in your ear, saying, hey, fire sign, isn't it about time? Isn't it about time that you move on from this? Let's get a clarifier for that. Yeah, right? Look. What does that remind you of? Well, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. Hook and Peter Pan. And what was Peter Pan about? The boy who never wanted to grow up. Thank you, Spirit. See how that... I didn't know. And now I know. Peter Pan. I've been thinking a lot about Peter Pan lately, too. What a weird story. Is it the land of misfit boys? Wait. The land of misfits? Misfit boys? Something? I mean, this is the attitude you could have about your twin right now. They don't want to... They're stuck. They're stuck in some perpetual loop. Two of Swords is all about, like, stagnancy and indecision and being at odds with your twin, with yourself, with others. Wow, that Peter Pan reference is very, very strong. Your twin's name could be Peter. You could be riding a Peter Pan bus. I don't even know if those exist anymore. You could enjoy the story of Peter Pan. Take it as it resonates. Stuck in childhood. Something to it. It's very strong. What does your twin get? Number 34, which corresponds to a 7. The Chariot card in the Major Arcana, Cancer energy. The words, the card is eat your words. Eat your words. Well, doesn't your twin look all high and mighty? And yet, what are the words here on the table? Judgment, rude, and doubt. They're just about to take a bite out of doubt. Judgment is right there. Rude is right there. There's some hubris to this card. Some arrogance, I feel, just dripping from it. So your twin could be feeling a little, Spirit just said, too big for their britches. Too big for their britches. Which suggests a little bit of gluttony. Maybe perhaps in their hubris, right? Arrogance. It's like lack of humility. When somebody says you're going to eat your words, right? You're going to regret. You're going to regret what you've said. You're going to eat your words. It's almost like you're going to choke on your words. You're going to regret that you said them. Or I'm going to make you regret that you said them. Now, this could be towards your twin or your twin towards you. It feels very, there's a lot of strife. There's a lot of strife right now. You think your twin is immature. And your twin might be saying to you, you know, you're going to eat your words. But they don't have all the clarity. Ace of Swords in reverse. Aces, all the aces, they start they start their suits. 4 suits in the tarot: swords, cups, wands, and pentacles. The suit of the swords is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So you could be dealing with one of those signs. Aces always bring new from spirit. New opportunities, new information, new. And the issue with the aces is that we have to be in a space to receive them. And your twin, my throat chakra is starting to close. It's almost like your twin doesn't want me to talk about it. Your twin is not looking at things from a totally truthful perspective, is how I wanted to phrase that, because I was like tripping on it. I wanted to say it very carefully. Maybe they just don't have all the information. Maybe they're just refusing to look at all the information. I think for a little bit, you're also having a little bit of a refusal to look at things. There's stubbornness between you and your twin right now. Stubbornness. And the aces are in reverse. It's as if spirit is saying, here, fire sign, take it. And you're saying, I don't know what to do with that. I'm not going to take that. I don't know what to do with that. This is your twin's energy. But I mean, take it as it resonates. You'll know if it's you or not. Yeah. To clarify it, 7 of Cups. Somebody could be drinking a lot. But the 7 of Cups talks about being spoiled for choice. So it's almost as if, here, I want to cut through all of that. Spirit wants to cut through all of this confusion, because this is literally the card of confusion. I want to cut through all of that confusion and show you the way. But you're just like, but everything looks so shiny and pretty. And I want to take a sip of all of it. I don't know what to choose. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to feel. All I know is that, like, I didn't like those words you used with me. What was said? What are these eat your words? What is that about? What was said? What was talked about? It's too many, Spirit. Just one card, please. Thank you. 6 of Cups, the past. Cups energy, water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What was said? Something was brought up from the past. Usually this card is about looking at the past with rose-tinted glasses. Maybe you or your twin, because remember, the energies can flip. And your twin knows you better than anyone, and you know your twin better than anyone. So when you start to bring up something from the past, we can bring up things from the past to celebrate them, or we can bring up things from the past to use as ammunition against somebody. So I asked Spirit specifically, what is this card about? It's about a memory that you both share, that you might have talked about recently, that got twisted and turned against you, or twisted and turned against them. I'm not putting it past either of you, because twins mirror. And you know, sometimes it's terrible human quality. We can hurt the ones that we love the most. If you didn't love this person, you wouldn't have to say any words. You wouldn't care. Wouldn't matter. So it's very fraught, your twin's energy. Both your energies are kind of fraught. But this is the twin flame dynamic, you know? It's almost like, don't beat yourself up about it. You're going through a rough patch, for sure. But the connection here, This came out for the water signs, third eye blind. Third eye blind. 42, the Lover's card referenced here. As you can see here, the third eye is not actually the one that's covered. It's the two eyes. Oh, sorry, I thought I felt spirit come in. About to ring my ear, but we're not there. The third eye is the one that's uncovered, but the two eyes to see things, or to look, what is that expression? Two eyes to look and one to see. The two eyes that are looking are refusing to look. And typically in the Two of Swords, this card depicts a character that is blindfolded. So there's a lot of just not looking at things. There might be a deep knowing, because you know this is your twin. You know this is your divine counterpart. You know that they're the other half of your soul concoction. But there's a refusal to maybe look at them in the physical realm, in the material realm. But there's a deep knowing. Knight of Wands in reverse. This is for the connection again, to clarify. Knight of Wands is usually a flash in the pan, really arrogant energy as well, knows, you know, very highly sexually charged, knows that they're a catch, right? But the card came in reverse. All the things that attracted me to my twin are no longer cutting it. I want something more profound, something deeper, something spiritual. I'm striving for that, but it's difficult because I feel as though I can't see properly. Can I get a clarifier? Ten of Pentacles. Both of you could be working on your finances, your career, making a lot of strides and changes in your home life, your family life, but building something solid foundation, that's for sure. Both of you, right? This is a very abundant energy. So in this separation period, even though you might be bumping back and forth, you haven't let that stop your 3D momentum, because I see it right here. This is the card of abundance. That's good. Like, I mean, no matter how much we love our twin, we should never, ever be falling apart over them, even though I have many times personally. But doesn't mean that, I mean, just like I look back on that now and it just feels like a waste of time that I expended that much energy. It's not a waste of time to love my twin. It is a waste of time to punish myself or blame myself or have regret. Like, no, there's too much to do. I have plans. There's plans. We have plans. We need to talk to spirit, right? We need to connect with spirit. Let's talk about our plans, right? So spirit is saying, baby, you're a star. It says, baby, I'm a star. Number 9, the Hermit, which is interesting because the Hermit card is usually about being insular and going within, and Dark Night of the Soul, and dealing with our traumas and our triggers and our inner child wounds. And then it comes out with, baby, I'm a star, right? The star is related to the Hermit card in the tarot. The star being the light in the Hermit's lantern. The star being wish fulfillment and healing. So they are connected. But Spirit is saying it's time to shine, fire signs. This is your advice from Spirit. It is well past time. Spirit just played Beyonce's song Drunken Love. And, you know, I just hear this one line over and over. And it's just like flashing lights, flashing lights, flashing lights. 7 of Pentacles in reverse to clarify that. No longer investing in things that do not serve us. It could have been, you know, we could have planted a seed and it could have made a nice little tree, but we wanted a forest. So Spirit is saying, you're gonna let go of the things that just waste your time or do not prove as fruitful as you want them to be, so that we can continue to build our status, our wealth, our influence, Spirit said. Look at that. Beautiful way to end the reading. 8 of Cups, putting up boundaries, walking away from what no longer serves us. Just stepping into that, letting it go. You might not have all the answers for the future, but for right now, Spirit is saying, whatever is not causing you to thrive and grow needs to be left behind. Of course, it's your choice. So that's your reading, fire signs. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, fire signs.